Welcome everybody to another edition of the Hurry Up. Let's get into this. So, Malik Nabers goes to a concert. And everyone's up in arms, and some are like, you shouldn't care, and why would you care? He's got free time. The reason you need to care is if you are an employee at your job, and you decide to call out sick for a week, right? And you're still technically sick, and you get your doctor's note and everything like that, and you happen to go then out to, I don't know, an amusement park or do something fun, or go to a concert, and you posting it on Instagram and all this stuff, and your boss happened to stumble on it, I would hope your boss would be like, what the hell are you doing? I thought you were sick. Right? He did not practice for 2 weeks. I don't get why it's so hard for people to understand that he's not like he was healthy. If he was healthy, I don't give a damn he's going to the concert. Do whatever you want. People get mad. Oh, well, they gotta live their lives, bro. They gotta live their lives. Don't be no. It's not about living life. It's about being smart optically. Optically, you haven't played. The media says you're out. Your coach says you're out. Everyone says you're out. Now, thankfully it hasn't affected the play on the Giants field, but it's just optically, people should honor both sides, because I know that if I was a boss or a coach and I'm sitting there and he didn't practice and he's sitting there yucking it up on the sidelines, and then he's like, he tells me or he doesn't tell me he's going to a concert, I'd kind of be like, yo, bro, what's going on here? I thought you got a concussion. What are you doing here? People are like, oh, it's not like his head banging, it's concussion. Do you know what concussions are? You can get concussion doing many things. Flashing lights doesn't help the concussion. If he went to the concussion and practiced today, and they said he was clear to go, we ain't got no problems. The problem that I have is that you're out. And the fact that people can't see that this is an optic issue, I don't give a... People think the act of going to the concert. It's not about the act of going to the concert. It's about how you got to get to going to the concert. You're out on concussion protocol. Your main job should be rest. At home, resting. That's what you should be doing. Everyone's like, oh, we got to have free time. You're at home resting. I'm sure the protocol doesn't count for you going to the club or to the concert, a loud concert at that. It's not like you're going to be listening to the concert in a booth, in a box, in a skybox. You're not going to listen to the concert like that. You're going to probably be in the crowd listening, probably up close to the stage, jumping around. I'm just saying, optically, for the Giants, it's not a good look. And you can call me a nerd, a hater, old school. It's not about going to the concert on your free time. It's going to the concert when you're designated as an injured player. I've never seen across the league a guy get caught in concussion protocol going out there. So if Tua Tagovailoa, who hasn't played in weeks, goes out to the club dancing around, or to a concert dancing around concussion protocol, you better hope, I would hope that month is starting the next day at practice. Like, you're cleared, bro. That's what I would hope. If he went to the club, it's still in concussion protocol, sitting around doing nothing, you know what I mean? Going to the club, doing this, and he's still sitting around after the club, then I have a problem with that. I have a problem because optically, that doesn't look good. That's not a good look. It's not a responsible decision. See, the problem is, I think what you got, it's just the issues that I'm hearing on Twitter and everything like that. People are like laughing at the people who think that it's not a good look optically. And I look at those people and say, well, you tell your boss that you're out sick and then end up at a concert and he or she finds out. I think they would be pissed. I think they'd be pissed. And they talk to you about it. Don't do it again, right? We've all been there. We've all had a boss where we wanted to call out to go hang out because our friends are going to the concert. And we called out because we were sick. And then we called out because we were sick. Even if we are sick and we get better, we take some medicine and we feel a lot better and we feel up to going, right? Like, you don't always do that. You're not always doing that. You got to make the right choices. Going to a Travis Scott concert is not, to me, it's not a bad idea if you're in the thing. And I'm sure people would be mad, oh, well, he's doing it in the season, not focusing. I'm sure there's curmudgeons like that. I don't care what he does during the year because there's guys going out to strip clubs all the time. They don't get caught going to the strip club. They don't post it all the time. And sometimes you got to be, it is your job. We understand these people are professionals. But when you are a professional, these guys are taught certain things and told certain things. Don't get caught optically. Don't do this. Don't do that. So it's not like you and I walking out and getting caught on Facebook or whatever. They're different. They're in the spotlight. You have to understand where you are. You're in New York. There's somebody following you, looking at you, waiting for you to make a mistake. And to me, regardless of how it looks, regardless of what he's doing, it looks bad. If he was out golfing, nobody would care. He went out to play golf. People be like, if he can play golf, why can't he play football? Right? The thing is, when you're in concussion protocol, stay in there. Look at Tua talking about, people will say, well, every concussion is different. No, that's not what you're saying. That's not what we're looking at. What we're looking at here is optically, it doesn't look good. You can sit here and spin it, yo, bro, he's hanging out in his free time. Optically, it doesn't look good. Because if you were sick and lied to your job and you really weren't sick and you used the sick day to go fuck around and your boss found out on social media because you were an idiot and posted it and you're friends with your boss, all right, or you're friends with other people or people can get access to what you're doing, then guess what? You're dumb for posting that. He should have never posted it. And never, I don't care if he goes to Travis Scott concert, but why do I need to find out through Facebook? Don't find out, or Instagram, or wherever the fuck the picture was taken. That shouldn't be it. You see, we take these guys for granted, and we always give them the excuse, oh, well, they're human. Yeah, but you are you are a profession. You're an athlete. You have people and handlers telling you that's a good decision, that's not a good decision, blah, blah, blah. And if you're playing football, I don't see Tua Tagovailoa doing stuff. Now, I'm not a Miami Dolphin fan, but I'm sure Tua is not out there at the club. He's going to get groceries. He's probably doing a few things. He's keeping quiet. He's injured. If he were to show up at if they said to tomorrow, Tua Tagovailoa, who's still in concussion protocol, hasn't played for weeks, is going to a Travis Scott concert, you're going to kind of scratch your head like, well, why is he doing that? Why isn't he playing on Sundays? But when Malik Nabers does it, we make it, get off his back. Don't do this. Don't do that. He can do whatever he wants. Folks, this is not about trashing the Giants. This is not about any of that. It's about thinking before you do something. And if you're in concussion protocol and you're doing this and you're doing that, we'll stay in concussion protocol. Someone's like, oh, well, Jameis Winston has a bad leg, he's dancing on it. Yeah, maybe he shouldn't be dancing on it. I'm sure that's not recommended if you have a leg injury. But using your legs and walking around, I had an injured ankle. My doctor gave me a cast. He said, walk around on it. Don't do anything excessive. But if you have this cast on, you can do whatever you want, right? And kind of functionally. So it worked out. If you get the doctor's diagnosis. But at the same time, if I'm out, I'm not going to go, oh, well, I'm out for 2 weeks and then, show up at a club. It doesn't make sense. And as a person in New York, someone's got to tap him on the shoulder and say, look, kid, we don't care that you went to the club or the concert or whatever it is that you're doing. Just don't post it or don't get caught posting it. Because then it comes back on Brian Dable's door. And now he has to answer questions. Your teammates answer questions. If the Giants, I don't think the Giants can lose this Sunday, but if they lose on Sunday and because they couldn't get explosive plays or the presence of Nabers was felt offensively, then you're going to have to question like, oh, well, what's going on? And if he doesn't play next week or is still in the concussion protocol next week and he's still riding the bike, you're going to say, well, what's lingering? Why is this happening? So at the end of the day, he didn't do anything nefarious. It's about the actions. It wasn't a smart decision to post this online. You don't want people to know you're going here. Wear a hoodie, cover up yourself, make you inconspicuous. Everyone's like, oh, well, what are you doing? They need to be, free. People, these guys are free. They get paid millions of dollars. When you're in concussion protocol, it's not a good look to go out to a club, regardless of how you want to spin it. Now, it's also concerning that a concussion that we deemed minor he's not cleared yet. I'm just saying, it's either more than that, or not more than that, or I just don't know. Just to me, maybe I'm old and call me old school in the comments or whatever. Fine, but anyways, this has been another edition of the Hurry Up. I'm your host Adam. See you next time.